Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host, Eben, and...
I'm Jeff Lockett.
Wait a minute. What the fa?
What the fa?
Who are you?
Eben.
I'm Jeff.
Oh, all right.
Hey, let's do this.
I was completely lost there.
So, what do we got today, sir? What are we talking about?
Today, we're going to be talking about a wonderful subject. And it isn't about used cars, Jeff.
It is.
Tell us about the used cars. What is the subject about used cars?
So the subject is, keep it or scrap it, right?
All right, so you want to keep this ugly old car?
Or
make it just keep running like a racehorse?
Yeah, or run into a wall and collect the insurance money. I didn't say that. That's insurance fraud.
Yeah.
Just call it good, call it junkyard. So, my personal opinion, and this is my opinion, I like used cars.
Used cars?
I do. I like used cars. I like cars that have been broken in a little bit.
I like that, Jeff.
So,
they got character.
They got character. They maybe got a little bit of a smell. Smells like French fries under the seat. But either way,
cheers to used cars.
Used cars and French fries under the seat. Cheers.
I like it.
So, basically, if you have a used car and you've got to put money into it, at what point do you think is too much even? At what point, how much putting into a car? And what would be your limitations? Like, how do you feel?
Well, you gotta be sensible. When you look at a car, you're looking at something that you have a relationship with. If you look at your wife, you might think to yourself, what is she worth?
Yeah.
A lot of people can't say that number. They don't have the heart to let it out.
Yeah.
So when you look at your car, depending on what you've done in that car, like the 59 Cadillac I've had.
Yeah.
The gentleman that had that, he had that for 55 years. His name was Nick from New Jersey.
All right.
And he brought his nephew home in the car when he was born. There's a lot of things that happen with cars. So, kids are made in cars.
Yes, so they are.
Basically, you can't really put a number on it, but you have to be sensible.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, if you're considering economy, that's probably up to about half the price of the car. Most good economy cars used are about $3,000.
Yeah.
So you're going to hit that teeter-totter. It's like a teeter-totter that goes back and forth. Right around $1,500 is going to make it go. That's depending where you live. If you live in LA, it's going to be a lot more for a mechanic there.
Yeah.
If you live in the middle of Manhattan, there's exclusions. But if you live in J.J. Bourg, Iowa, or
Junction City, Kansas.
Yeah, or Perrysville, Kentucky.
There we are.
Or even better yet, Wicksville, Kentucky.
Wicksville.
Where Nick Stevens from.
Oh boy.
That guy, he's
he only charges $2 an hour, right? Oh yeah. So
I didn't have enough guts.
I saw him working on a car one time, and by the time he was done, he had installed pedals, put a chain to the back tire, took out the engine, made it light enough to pedal around. Only charged the guy $7.
That's completely psychotic, Jeff. I tell you what, I always get to strangle that guy if I didn't leave that.
Oh man, I'm telling you. So I look at it like this. So if you take what you pay per year in maintenance, let's say you already got the car. I got my '03 Corolla. I have planned repairs. Bought the car, did my inspection. I got good tires. I changed the oil already, put some AMSOIL in the crankcase. I went with OE because I still have to do a timing chain. But that's on my list. I have a timing chain, which average parts and labor, if you were to do the job, you'd be looking anywhere, depending on the place, between $500 to $800 to do the timing chain in that car, which is not horrible. I also have to do a catalytic converter. The car's got an engine light. I bought it with an engine light on, but I'm not too concerned about that because I bring my scanner, I check it out. If you are going to buy a car with an engine light on, please beware. Don't listen to anybody say, oh, it's a sensor light, it's a dummy light, it's, it comes on when it needs an oil change. They have all sorts of things. It drives me insane. If somebody's trying to sell you a car with their engine light on, they're trying to give you their problem. It's not, they're not doing you any favors. Now, on the other hand, if you are interested in the car and it happens to have an engine light on, there's no reason that it couldn't possibly be something simple. Bring it to a technician. They'll charge you a couple of bucks, maybe 50 to 100 to do a new purchase inspection. And even if you're going to a used car dealer and buying a car, if they're not willing to take it to have it inspected by a technician of your choice, And not your brother in the driveway. If you're bringing your brother in the driveway, bring him on the drive. Just take him with you.
So let me take it from a Boston man's perspective.
Yeah, bring it with the Boston. You packing a cat?
Basically, what you're telling me is, with this car situation, given the facts, you want to plan for your futures.
You do.
You want to look down the road.
Absolutely.
Not just through 1 ton or 2 tons.
Yeah,
like
not
cross.
today, not tomorrow. We're talking next week.
Even if it's a dummy toll road,
What?
you got to throw change at the, the guy taking your change.
Yeah.
You got to get through it and plan for your future with that car.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you buy a used car, and this is my rule of thumb, plan to put about $1,500 into it right off the bat. Now we're gonna go with Eben's number because $3,000 is about the going price for a decent used small economy car.
Now there's always exceptions.
There are.
Like a Pontiac Grand Am. That's the car I had. I got mine for $2,000.
Yeah.
This one was the 2.4 liter, 2000, and it was a good running car. But it's tough to find a good interior for 2000. That's a real stickler.
Yeah. And here's the deal. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Exactly.
I have a vehicle that I'm selling. It's $500. And it is a $500 vehicle. It looks like a pile. It starts, it drives, it's missing a door panel on the driver's side. So if you buy a $500 car and they're selling you like this is your next Ferrari, it's not.
Now, would you let your daughter drive that car?
It's mechanically sound, so yeah. But it's a 90.
You're trying to tell me, Jeff, you have the ability to offer someone out there in the fields,
Yeah.
digging trenches, dodging bullets, thinking about how they can get an extra 75 cents to cross that bridge.
Yeah.
And they can still buy a car, 4 wheels and a steering wheel.
Yeah.
And they can get that sucker for under $1,000.
And it's an A to B though. That's not a car you're taking on a 4 or 5 hour trip. That's
Wow.
20 minutes to work, 20 minutes home. It's $500 can either buy you a moped. You can get a new moped for $500, or you can get this truck for $500. It is what it is, and they're going to get every penny of $500 worth. It's a pile. It's probably going to run for about 1.5 to 2 years, and that's what I told them.
That's a bargain, Jeff.
I mean, to be honest with you, it's if you have nothing, something is better.
What car could you get that's $500?
It's a '94 Ford Explorer. It's just it's a poop box, and as Eben says, when they made that car, they circled the problem when they left the factory, right? Is that the goal?
It's Ford product, yeah. The best part about Ford product is it comes from the factory with the problem already circled.
See?
Yeah.
So that's all I had to fix. I took the front emblem off and sent it on its way.
Oh my God, Jeff, that's perfect.
So, and I've got a couple other vehicles for sale. I have one vehicle for sale that's for $2,000. I'm not selling you a car. I'm letting you know what you get for what. I got a vehicle that I had to put a couple of $100s in. The customer did not want to pick it up. The car is worth and is selling for $2,000. It's a little that little 05 Hyundai Accent out there. Cheap little car. It's got low miles, under 100,000, and I'm parting with it for $2,000 because you know what? It's a $2,000 car. I'm not going to ask $3,000 for it because it's a little tiny Hyundai poop box. Hey, I can say shit box, right? I can say shit box. You okay with that? All right, so it's a little shit box. But it's in great condition. But again, way better condition than the Explorer. I'm going to give it's 4 times better than the Explorer. That's why it's 4 times more. And I got another car out there. It's a Saturn, little 4-cylinder, ain't great. Got some issues with it, but it's for $1,500. So basically, I'm selling a car with a shit ton of issues for $500, a little bit of issues for $15,000, and no issues for $2,000. So that being your scale, if you found a car for $1,000, guess what? It needs some work. There is nobody. People don't sell cars they love. They sell cars they're done with. For the most part. Or they bought a new vehicle and they just want to get rid of their old one.
Now keep in mind, everyone, one man's trash
Is
could
another
truly, could be
Yeah.
another man's treasure.
Well, we got a story here for Eben.
My car,
Yeah.
1959 Cadillac DeVille.
The sedan DeVille.
63 series. It's got the 321 rear end, and we actually tapped it with the severe gear
Oh.
75 W90.
Beautiful.
And I tell you what, that thing's running smooth as silk. But the guy before, he was almost ready to light it on fire.
Yeah, he was tired of it.
Yanked the engine out, used it as an anchor to put around someone's ankle, send them all the way down to the bottom. And then he was going to continue to take this big, long 225-inch Cadillac and box it into a cube. They take the cube, they weigh it on a scale, and they hand pay. And that hand pay,
$45.
that hand pay on that sucker would be like $321 in scraps.
Oh my gosh. But
Depending on scrap.
But what did we do? Eben went to this car in Arizona again.
Yes, Grand Junction, Arizona.
Grand Junction, Arizona.
Apache Junction.
Apache Junction.
Apache, I get them all mixed up.
Grand Junction's in Colorado.
Oh my God.
Or there might be one there, who knows?
There probably is.
There's 5 of them. So we got this car. Eben got on the phone with me. We did a full walk around. We sent pictures back and forth. He let me hear it run. We took pictures of the rocker panels so I could see the condition of the body. And we liked it. And so some man wanted to throw this away, sink the engine, and squash the body. And Eben loves this car. This car is, and I'm going to say it's a wonderful car. We did a repair. That video will be up, or is it already up?
It's already up on Facebook. So if you're a Facebooker,
yeah,
go ahead and put in Eben Rockmaker. You'll see me on there. And check out Jeff's page too, Express Lube and Auto
Repair. Yeah,
and it's just so good on there to see the stuff that Jeff's doing with the Magic. And now he's really honing his crafts. It's like an artiste. He's really taking the time to blend the colors, taking the time to get rid of the interference in the photo. And some people can see it and can't. The reflection blinds them. Jeff, just because he wears glasses doesn't mean it's going to blind him anymore. He's able to see through. We're going to actually get rid of the glasses soon. We're getting his eyes stronger.
Oh, geez, no.
He's losing weight. He's going to be the next Michelangelo.
We're going for Atlas. We talked
Atlas. But he's going to be a mix of Atlas and Michelangelo all in one.
Yes.
The best part is that he's going to have the absolute unlimited value of Michelangelo.
That's right.
Basically, you won't be able to put a number on it, and that's the best part.
So,
Michelangelo.
So we did our repair the other day on the Cadillac,
Uh-huh.
and we put some new fuel lines on, and wow, it immediately started running a lot better. Unbelievable horsepower. How was the ride home on that?
Smooth.
More power?
A little bit more power, and the idle picked up about 270 RPM.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, this is a work in progress, and I've got my love affair, an 89 Mustang 5.0, and you know what? It's my used car. It's what's getting the big bill this year, because I have to throw reverse back in it. It seemed to have scooted off. So we got to get reverse back in that transmission. I was driving one day and I saw this thing, it just ran going the other way, and he's like, bye. He was going backwards. Turns out it was reverse. Son of a bitch.
Wow. Jeez, Jeff.
So, that's it. I've got my Corolla I've got to put some money into, and both cars taking that amount of money is not going to equal more than 3 months of a car payment. Because a new car, you figure, you want something okay. Even an economy car now, you're looking at a $400 bill.
Just more.
Or more for the car
The
payment.
average person is paying $471.
Okay, and then your insurance on top of that.
That's for an average, I think, of 71 payments now.
Wow. Okay, so
I think
that's a long
for a new
time.
car.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. They're stretching it out. They're doing 84 now on certain.
Well, yeah,
companies.
because the price of the car is going up. I mean, my first vehicle I had a payment on was a 1998 holy cow, Nissan Altima with the 2.4, my favorite little car. And we paid, our note per month was like $235. And you can't get a car. We bought that a used car. It was a beautiful condition. It was only, at the time, I think it was 3 years old for us. My next car that I bought from a dealer, and my last car I bought from a dealer, which was the last car, I got it for half price. It was a 2007, but this was a deal I looked for. I shopped. 2007 Grand Caravan, all the bells and whistles, leather, stow and go, DVD, the whole 9 yards. and I got it for $19,900, and knew that one was about $38,000. And I bought it
That's a lot.
at the end of 2000. It was a 07. I bought it at the end of 07 in December, and it had 32,000 miles on it. So I'm guessing it was a rental. They drove the crap out of this thing, but I got it for half price. You know, so if you're gonna make decisions about used cars, if you want to go to a dealer, go to a dealer and get a used car and shop it out.
Just know though, you could become sheep.
Yeah, you
That's why
could.
they call it a dealer sheeps.
Oh man.
The sheep run around, and these guys come out with these hatchets.
You know what I call that? The Shark Tank.
The Shark Tank?
The Shark Tank. So when
Sharks
I go,
don't have hatchets.
oh, these do. So you can see them, right? They're standing in that big door in the front, right, with the glass.
Should I give the sound effects, Jeff?
Give me some sound effects.
Dun, 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 dun.
So they're sitting there at the glass, and they see you pull up,
Dun, 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 dun,
and
dun,
they're looking
dun,
around,
dun,
and they make eye contact,
dun,
and then they start walking.
dun,
And when they get right here,
dun.
they say, "Hi, sir, how you doing? Let me get you in a new car." So, I, of course, can't help but fuck with them. I always take my shop shirt off and make sure I go there wearing civvies, because I love messing with them.
What are cities?
So, oh, I'm sorry, military term, civilian clothes, so not a uniform.
Oh,
Just
alright.
regular street clothes.
Alright. Jeez.
And
I feel so lost.
I go out there and I look, first thing I do is whatever car I'm in, I point to that and I pick one of their flagship cars, whatever dealer I'm going to. Went to Honda, I said, you know what, this car right here, I need to turn it into the sport model of the Accord, what can you do for me? And the guy's eyes light up. I said, I'm just dicking with you, I'm going to parts. And I said, good luck in the Shark Tank today. That's it. I love fucking with them, I really do. I do.
Jeff, that's not right.
It's not.
That's animal abuse.
It is.
You take a shark, you pluck his teeth just to put around your neck as a
Yeah.
necklace. You take a great white shark and chop off its tail just to say I got a rudder for my boat. That's horrible, Jeff.
You know, but here's
Horrible.
the thing. Here's the thing. If a telemarketer calls you and approaches you, is that open season to get them?
It is.
Okay.
Because they came to you.
So when a salesman approaches you at your car, it is what it is. He engaged me, and I know that's their job, and the people, the telemarketers, that's their job, and it's my job to toughen their skin. I'm not hurting them. I'm just making them tougher.
Think about a shock.
That's
When
right.
he gets sliced right there in his
That's right.
gills,
That's right.
48 hours later, he's got so much testosterone, it's totally sealed up.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
God.
healing.
The
A week
factors.
later, those suckers are brand spanking new, and they're tougher in that spot.
Exactly.
You
So-
could punch him in the gills next week,
Now-
he would just,
On the antithesis, the other side of that thing, if I go somewhere that has salesmen and I anticipate that I'm buying a product, I will always ask them for their best salesperson. I said, I want the shark with the biggest teeth. Send them to me. That's the person I'm buying from. There's a good reason for that. First off, they send me their best salesman. This is going to be knowledge of product, right? Generally, you.
could be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They send me their best salesman. Now, I do sales, right? Eben gets things bought. I do sales. That's how it works. But both of us discuss things to educate customers. So I looked them dead in the eyes and said, I want you to sell me the product I want. I want you to convince me. I want you to make sure that when I walk out of here, I'm walking out with exactly what I want and what I need. And I take the tour with them. A couple of things. First off, I know I'm being shown all the best stuff. And then I have the option to work my way down. Second thing, I get to learn something. I'm going to somebody who has different life experience and different sales experience, and I just pay attention. I listen. It's fun to me. You know, I enjoy the customer experience. I like being the customer once in a while. So I go there and I ask for the best customer experience. If you want the best salesman, you're getting the best customer experience. There's a reason they're on top. So I don't recommend this if you don't have a sales background and you don't know how to walk away or say no, because you will end up buying the largest item in their store or on their lot. So you need to make sure you're going in there, and this is for anything, anybody. You go in there, the biggest power you have, no matter how strong the salesperson is, you can walk away. You can always walk away. What are they going to get in your car? Are they going to follow you home? They'll probably spam call you because at some point you gave them your number. But
Don't ever give it up.
But once they call you, open season, right? You called me. Oh boy, I got some stories I can tell you guys about what I tell telemarketers.
Just like a very protective mom would say, don't ever give it up.
Don't give it up. Don't give it up. Not until it's time.
Well, it's the number, Jeff. Don't ever give it. Don't give you a number.
That's right. Don't give your number until it's time. So buying a used car, there's several ways you can go about it. He found a private party sailor. Sorry, even sailors, whatever. It's okay. So he found a private sailor. And I did as well. I mean, same party, we're having fun. But with a private seller, you need to make sure you get it checked by a technician. You go to a used car or a new car lot and you're buying a used car, make sure to take it and get it checked by a technician. Now, the used car and the new car, if you have a good technician or a garage that you love, they should go in there, check the car, and if you're their customer, they should come talk to you directly and say, hey, I tell people 3 things. A, buy it, you're getting a good deal, try to get them knock $5 off. Or, I mean, you always got
$5.
Not $5, just as a show of goodwill.
Hey, you know what a salesman did to me one day?
What? He poured a bottle of Royal Purple all
You know
over
what he
me.
did?
What did he do?
Some salesman sold me this for $10.
What?
He said it was a good buy.
Hey.
Yeah, good buy $10.
I like it. So,
Now, actually, we have this up here for a reason, Jeff.
what's the reason?
Royal Poo Poo.
Uh-oh.
That's the other name, Royal Purple. And this is a synthetic blend.
It's a full synthetic.
That's what they call it. And we actually just did a video on that.
Yes.
I put that right up here in the corner.
Yes.
And that's is full synthetic.
Yes.
100% synthetic. And what these big oil companies like Mobile One
Especially mobile.
and Royal Purple, what they don't want you to know. What are they keeping from you? And it's not that they're trying to kill you. It's not that they're trying to take your car and get in the junkyard. Nothing's really malicious. But they're leaving out bits and pieces.
I mean, to be honest.
And without those bits and pieces, you may not be able to make the right choice, especially for how much you're spending.
Well, even there's 2 ways to lie, right? What are the 2 different ways to lie?
That's a great question.
So the first way to lie is to bold-faced lie. Like, hey, the sky is green right now. That's a bold-faced lie. We all know it's not. The other way to lie is called lying by omission. Right here, I have a full synthetic. I didn't tell you anymore. I didn't tell you it's not 100%. I didn't tell you it was 100%. I just said, hey, you got full synthetic. Here you go. It's $10. No, yeah, $10. Come on. Ha. That was a good buy. So he just bought full synthetic. He comes to find out later that this stuff has burn off and it doesn't protect. He doesn't get the same fuel economy because somebody duped him out of his AMSOIL and put him with a purple bottle in his hand. How do you feel with a purple bottle in your hand, Eben? Huh? Stop it. Don't use that shit. So, these salespeople and private party people will lie by omission. There will be things they won't tell you. Oh, that back tire's about to pop. Really? They're not going to tell you that
It's
shit.
not that they're trying to kill you. It's just that
they're done with that sack of potatoes.
they want to hurry things along.
They do.
In their own best interest.
Yeah. I mean,
You just say, why are Eben and Jeff here? Why? Why?
because
Yeah, we love to spread the lube.
that's right.
Think of think about a mom that works in a cafe.
Sure.
She loves to feed the kids at school.
Sure.
She has a kid herself. Me, I have a wife. That's my 59 Cadillac DeVille. I love my car. And I love to share the saga, the beautiful story, this Romeo and Juliet. But the only thing is it involves a piece of machinery.
It does.
So it's a little different. But when you give and take and it reciprocates, that's when the relationship gets stronger.
We're going to get Eben on a show. It's not just synthetic oil protection, the Express Lube show. He's also going to be on unusual marriages.
Yes.
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 They've got a lady I saw, she's married to a fair ride a ride at a fair. Yeah, she goes out every day and she touches it. It's what we do.
That's good, Jeff.
Strange addictions or some crazy shit like that.
That's good.
You know. So
It's good.
here's what we want. What do we want? We want to buy a used car, right?
Yeah.
And you want to be sound. You got it checked out. Okay. Now each state has different rules. Matter of fact, you know what?
Compliance ordinances.
Yes.
These walls around you. And it's tough to jump over them. You can if you know what you're doing. But if you fall off, what could happen, Jeff?
You get hurt. You get stuck with a, what do you call a bad car?
A junker.
Piece of yellow fruit.
A banana.
A lemon. Even.
A lemon.
A lemon. A
A
lemon.
lemon.
So, does Nevada have a lemon law?
I don't know, Jeff.
It does not. You bought it, it's yours. It's got a 2-part warranty. Breaks into 2 parts, both parts are yours.
I like that, Jeff. I love when you tell me like, Jeff tells people that here at the garage. I almost wet myself every time he tells it. I'm not even ready for it. And then he tells the customer, then the customer starts laughing. I tell you what, we got to get a candid videos of that. We got to put that in. I love it. He's like, both parts are yours. I love that stuff.
And it's horrible because
That's genius.
I can keep a straight face until the last second, then I got to give it out to him.
But it is true though.
It is.
It's 100% true.
I had a customer in here the
There's
other
no
day.
omission there.
No.
That's the truth.
Customer was in here the other day and she bought a car in California and brought it out here. I guess it had a salvage title. Now California has their own salvage title. When they come to Nevada, they have to get another inspection.
Oh, it's horrible.
So I went under there, did
Horrible.
the full inspection. And when I was driving it around, one of the things that has me verify is the steering. So I got to the 12 o'clock position, and when I went to the 11, before I got to the 10, it was like stiff. There was like almost like a rock in the way. So I go to turn left and it hits, and then I can go. That's dangerous. If you're going to make a left-hand turn and you can't pull hard enough left, you're gonna die. So come to find out,
That's horrible.
the lady bought the car in California, and I didn't finish the salvage inspection. I couldn't. I didn't have the heart. I didn't want to say, oh, hey, here's your salvage inspection. Give me my money, and you failed. It didn't feel right.
See, and that's where Jeff couldn't pass certain tests in his life. He just can't dupe someone. He can't lead them all the way to the end and say, this is where you get off. Boom! And kick him right off. Jeff can't do it. And because of that, that's why we brought him on the channel. And that's why he's different. He is an entertainer. He cares about people, cares about their hot, and he knows everyone's got one, keeps pumping. And even though our hearts are almost the same size, even though we're small people, some tall people, big, small, whatever, fat, skinny, doesn't matter. Jeff cares about that sweet spot. And no matter what, he's going to make sure it gets gently handled just like your vehicle. And to me, that is what gives respect. You know, there's an old saying, everything in life you can steal, but the only one thing you got to earn is respect. And my uncle told me that, you know how I got it? I stole it from him. That's a terrible, dirty joke, but the point is, you got to earn your respect. And Jeff, he's done it for years, it's taken him, and it's just beautiful.
Well, fortunately for this lady, California has a lemon law. So not only is she going to get taken care of, I have 100% faith that she only bought it 2 weeks ago, and she's going back to Cali this weekend to go get it taken care of. So then I have 100% faith that when she comes back here with her next car, it probably won't need a salvage title, but I hope she comes here for the smog. That's my hope.
I like that. And Jeff's
I
always
think
looking
I've earned
down the
business.
road. He sees the future. And that's what makes Jeff special.
But I'm not a mentalist.
Not
I'm
yet.
not a mentalist.
Not yet. He has the shape for it.
Ooh, I don't want to insult magicians. I hate insulting magicians. But
Don't hate Jeff.
Why?
Just love.
why do you become a mentalist?
Why?
Because you get tired of carrying around cards.
That's good. I like that. But you can do mentalist effects with cards.
Oh, you can. There's some really wonderful ones.
And I always say when I'm holding my deck, I say, don't ever underestimate your deck. That's what I tell people. You can do so much with that thing, and the more it's like lock and key.
Yes.
You can pick anything with it.
You know,
As long as you use your head, this head up here. Right, Jeff?
yeah, set in practice. So,
I got that speech from some Boston guy. I was in a Boston coffee shop, and he goes, I'm not gonna give you this coffee until you listen to the speech. And I'm like, all right.
I'm not thirsty.
Yeah, so I just tipped the damn barista that $1, and he goes, let me tell you anyways. And there I was, there was no one in the coffee shop, and
You're being held hostage.
held hostage.
You're waiting for your hot steaming cup of Joe, and this guy's like, he's got you by the ear, and he's saying, but I'm just gonna tell you a story about parking a car. So basically, use your best judgment. If you have a mechanic, use a mechanic. Always, always, if you're buying a vehicle 96 or newer, bring a scanner or bring it to a mechanic shop so you can scan the computer. You gotta make sure of two things. Yeah. Make sure that they have not reset the computer, and if you have a technician friend or whatever, we can go into great detail with this, but verify the monitors are set. I'm gonna say that really again. Can you do like a blip on the screen when I say this, or like pop up at this time, the words?
Of course.
Okay.
If I go through the whole video, the thing is it's so long, Jeff, I'm straight shooting it right up on the platform.
So
Instead of processing the video, doing cuts, slices, putting in different
Fair enough.
graphics,
Well,
we have a raw video here. These
then-
people are looking at us.
then in-
See me? That's me right here. I'm gonna
Then
go
in
on
the
it.
comments below, we need to put, make sure you check the monitors and make sure you check the engine light to make sure that it doesn't have any codes. Some sneaky people will go into a car and they'll take out the cluster, the gauge, and they'll take out the engine light bulb. Or they'll put tape behind there and they'll say, look, the engine light doesn't come on, this thing's a gem, you should buy 2 of them, but I only got 1. But listen, I've had 3 other buyers today. If you're serious about this, I need to see cash now. Are you serious about this car? No. You know what this other guy's calling me? Hang on. Are you serious about it?
That's good, Jeff.
Are you serious?
I thought about it.
What do you think? Hang on, the phone's ringing. Yeah, Billy, I still got the car right now.
Just good.
It's you or Billy. Is it you or Billy? Who's buying it? Billy. Hang on, he's waffling. He's flip flopping like the 2014 elections.
I gotta ask
What?
my,
Oh God, no.
Like-
Okay, Billy, it's yours. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I
It's
gotta
good.
ask my
No,
wife.
don't worry about it. It's good. Billy,
gotta
come-
ask my
Billy,
wife.
Billy, come pick it up. We're good. No, don't worry. That's okay. I'll find you another piece of shit. You want another shit box?
I can't get another wife.
No,
She
no,
said
it's
she
okay.
wanted that pueblo.
So anyways,
You wanted that pueblo car.
if you have somebody hard pressing you like that, they're hard pressing you. That is a full court press right there. You have no choice.
What is that a red flag for, Jeff? Tell
That
me.
is a red flag for a hustler.
Yes.
I just hustled.
They're looking for any way to find a nook and cranny,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna come up to that nook and cranny.
They're gonna put you in a corner.
They're gonna go right through that nook and cranny. So watch yourself. Protect yourself.
I mean, here's the thing.
This protects your car.